Lentils with vegetables is perhaps one of the most healthy dishes you could ever possibly make, and it is so heavenly. Oh, this is like a little bit of Italian cuisine right here because of the flavor, the ingredients, the simplicity of the dish. I am just so happy to share this recipe with you today. Welcome back. Today we're making lentils and vegetables. Y'all, lentils are like seriously nutritious. And I've worked on this recipe that we add a few surprise ingredients in at the end, bringing the flavor of these lentils and these vegetables like over the top. I'm using a pound of lentils. Now this is going to make enough lentil and vegetable and dish for your entire family. Perhaps you'll have some leftovers. It keeps in the refrigerator like 4 or 5 days, in the freezer for 4 months. I mean, you can enjoy this dish any time of the year. A great go-to meal. And especially though you want to eat it on New Year's or New Year's Eve, because instead of black-eyed peas, you can eat lentils to bring you good luck. See? Look how these look like little coins. Italians believe that if you eat lentils like an hour before midnight on New Year's Eve, they'll bring you good fortune. Who doesn't want to have money in their future? I've poured half of a bag of lentils in the sheet pan. We're not cooking it in the sheet pan. We're just spreading them out so we can look at them. It says so on the package. It says sort and examine your lentils. And what you're doing is you're basically looking for like any chunks of stone. Now, I've never seen it, but it's always a good idea to take a peek and look. Now we're going to pour the lentils into a strainer, because now you want to rinse them really well. After we rinse these, we're going to do the whole process to the other half bag of lentils. So my lentils, they're rinsed, they're ready to go. I placed them in a bowl because like we're going to use them a little bit later in the recipe. I don't know if you know, but lentils are like really inexpensive. They're in the bean family, except for they do not cause you gas or bloatiness. And they're loaded with like protein, iron, antioxidants, and more. I mean, they're like a superfood. So I have all my fresh ingredients ready to go. Okay, everybody here on this tray has been diced like into 1/2 inch pieces. So we have a half of an onion, 2 celeries, 2 carrots, 1 yellow pepper, and we have, well, I've got spinach. And if you can find escarole, that's the way to go. But unfortunately, where I live, I can never find escarole. But anyway, I've got spinach, or you can use kale. I'd say, chop it up loosely, like a heaping 3 cups. I love my greens. And anyway, that's it. There's like no other chopping involved. Like you can prepare all this like in 5 minutes, 10 minutes max if you're not that fast. I'm serious, it's quick. Now, if you have a Dutch oven, that'd be great to prepare this dish in, but I don't. So we're using my pot. And so first thing you want to do is go ahead and get some olive oil. And you want to pour some olive oil at the bottom of your pan until it's covered, and then you want to get it hot. Okay, so I have my oil hot. I'm going to put my temperature on medium, and let's add the onion. Ooh. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and saute this onion for about a minute. We want to go ahead and give it a head start. And also, every time I add onion, I always want to go ahead and put my pepper in. And I'd say like, we just put like about, maybe like a 1/2 teaspoon to a teaspoon of pepper. And let's just go ahead and saute this for about a minute. Now let's add some tomato paste. All we need is like $2. And I'm actually using some tomato paste that I froze, because the last time I used tomato paste, I didn't use the whole jar. And so I froze it in like little dollops. And this has been sitting out for about maybe 45 minutes. So they're already soft and ready to go. So I love when I can just, take something out of the freezer and use it. So today that's what we're doing. So we're going to add the tomato paste in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to use like the back end of our spoon, and we're going to go ahead and just blend the tomato paste into the onion and olive oil. And we're gonna like, I don't know if you can see, but like we're gonna press it against the side of the pan here so that it blends nicely. And once it blends, we'll be ready for our next step. But I'd say do this for about a minute. Now it's time to add our yellow pepper, carrots, and celery. All this nutrition, all this vitamin C and extra nutrients that are going in here that'll complement the lentils. Woo! And we're putting in a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I mean, y'all, a lot of Italians use this in their seasoning, in their dishes, because like it just gives us that flavor that we're looking for. So put about a teaspoon in. And now we're going to go ahead and saute this for about 5 minutes. My vegetables are soft, and I have been periodically stirring it so that like the tomato paste and these vegetables like don't stick to the bottom of the pan. But I tell you what, adding these vegetables to this lentil dish, it just like adds layers of sweetness and savory flavors. It's incredible. My vegetables are nice and soft, and now it's time. Let's get vegetable broth in here. So we want to have a whole box of vegetable broth, which is like it's 4 cups plus 2 cups of water, which I've already pre-measured in here. And let's get our lentils in, our rinsed lentils. We're going to need like a good half tablespoon of salt. And let's see what else. Oh, this is the fun part. So we need garlic, but all you have to do is peel them. How fun that in this recipe, we don't have to chop or slice our garlic. How easy is that? All we got to do is pop them in and go ahead and when you get your 2 pieces of garlic, get them large enough, because when this is finished cooking, we're going to go ahead and have to discard our garlic. So you want them big enough where you can like find them. So they're in. And sage. Okay, this is the herb for this dish. And you want to put in 12 leaves. And, you know, a lot of times we just see sage used like for Thanksgiving and stuffing, but it just brings out the earthy flavors of the lentils. It is like the perfect herb for this dish. And so after we get all 12 of these sage in here, because I need to count, I can stop talking. And then we want to bring it to a boil, and we'll cover it. And for like about 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes it might take 35 minutes. I do not know why lentils have such a wide cooking range to them, but it could take anywhere between 20 and 35 minutes. And the only way to know if your lentils are ready is if you taste them. So they should just be like al dente, not mushy, just like perfectly cooked. So we'll get to that part in just a minute. So I just want to show you that I brought this to a boil. Okay, and now I'm going to lower my temperature to medium, where I'm going to let it simmer. Like I said, 20 to 35 minutes. I just checked on my lentils. It's been a good 20 minutes, but my lentils are still just a little bit firm. So we're just going to keep on cooking. Oh, my lentils are perfect. Okay, now before we need to proceed, we need to go through here and find the 2 garlic cloves and the 12 sage leaves. And, you know, use whatever utensils you have. My tongs work great. So here we go. I've already got 1 garlic out. And so just look for them all. And I'll tell you what goes next. Now it's time to add your greens. And I've got the spinach. Now remember, if you have the escarole, which I wish I had, but of course I love my spinach. Any greens I love. If you have the escarole, you probably want to let it simmer in here for about 5 minutes. And the kale, about maybe close to 5 minutes, but the spinach is only going to take 2 minutes. All you want to do is put it in here and let it get wilted. Okay? And now the final touch. Y'all, red wine vinegar. Don't ask me how, what, why, where, but this red wine vinegar will totally take this dish over the top. And you need 1/4 of a cup and pour it on in there. And go ahead and take some more olive oil and drizzle it on the top. And I know that according to your taste, you're probably going to need to add a little bit more salt and pepper. So go ahead and add your salt and pepper to taste. So I've got myself a bowl, and I am like dying to taste this because I already know how delicious this is. Ah, get some. You guys, you've got to make this dish. It is unbelievable to know that a dish so nutritious, so healthy, could taste so good. Oh my gosh. Any time of the year, you guys, make this dish. And especially, don't forget to make it for this New Year's. Remember, about an hour before the stroke of midnight, make this dish. It's going to bring you good luck. I mean, me, probably going to eat I'm going to eat the whole pot. Anyway, so I hope you guys have a happy New Year. I see you next year. Subscribe to my channel. And until next time, bon appetit.